Hi, boys and girls. Mrs. Hanson here. So, I'm going to read you a little story, and afterwards, we have a challenge that we are going to do this week. So, we'll read the story and then I'll talk to you guys about that next, okay? Sound good? So, the story we are going to read is called What's in the Egg, Little Pip? So, you can see that this little guy is my favorite animal. He's a baby penguin. So, let's see what we are going to talk about that is in the egg and about penguins. Little Pip stared at the egg. The large white oval rested on Mama's feet, just under her soft, warm belly. Pip used to sleep there, but there was no room for her now. Not since the egg. Mama and Papa asked, "What do you think, little Pip?" Pip shrugged. She wasn't sure. See, the Mama, after she has the egg, she puts it underneath her feet and she keeps it warm underneath her belly. Mama and Papa had talked about the egg for a long time. Yesterday morning, they had woken Pip and said, "The egg is finally here, little Pip." As they showed her the egg, they sang the song, the egg, the lovely egg, a wonderful, glorious sight. A sister or a brother for sweet little Pip will soon make our family just right. Pip frowned. The egg didn't look like much. "Our family is just right," Pip said. "That old egg can't make it better." Uh-oh, do you think Pip might be getting kind of jealous? I think so too. Mama nuzzled Pip and said, "Just wait, you may be surprised. And now, Papa, it's time for you to take over." Mama carefully nudged the egg and tucked it on Papa's feet. Then Papa nestled down onto the egg. "Where are you going, Mama?" Pip asked. "I need to go fish to bring food for you," Mama said. "But somebody must always be with the egg to keep it warm. So Papa will watch the egg while I fish, and I will watch the egg when Papa fishes." So normally the mommy penguin will go leave the egg, and the egg will stay with the dad, and she'll go and get a whole bunch of fish, and then she'll come back so she can feed the family. Because you can never leave the egg because you always got to keep it warm. "Can I go with you?" Pip pleaded. Mama smiled and shook her head. "You stay and help Papa keep the egg warm and safe. We must be ready for any storms. We don't want the egg to get cold. We'll need you." Oh, Pip sighed. "I'm just too little to help." "I'm still your baby." Mama shook her head. "You've grown so much, little Pip. You're just big enough to help Papa. You're big enough to help me. You're big enough to help the egg. Remember that. But don't worry. You'll always be our baby." So there's all the mamas going to go fishing. Pip wasn't so sure. As she watched her mama waddle away, tears slipped down her cheek. Now it was just her and Papa. Oh, and the egg. Later that day, Pip chirped, "Papa, let's slide on the ice." Papa shook his head. "I can't leave the egg, little Pip." Pip frowned. "Not even for a minute? Not even for a second? But isn't it boring?" "A little," said Papa. "Then why do you do it?" Pip asked. Papa smiled. That's what families do, little Pip. I did the same for you when you were just an egg." Pip couldn't imagine that she was ever just an egg. Why had Mama and Papa even wanted the egg? "I should be enough," thought Pip. She wandered off to think. As she slumped along, she sang, the egg, it's all about the egg. Nobody cares about me. I liked it best before the egg, when our family was three. Yeah, Pip is very jealous. She doesn't like that she's not getting any attention, huh? And all it seems like everybody's just paying attention to the egg. Little Pip felt so alone that she decided to look for her best friend Mary. You want to go slide? She asked. I guess, said Mary. She didn't seem her usual cheerful self. Does your family have an egg too? Asked Pip. Mary nodded and stomped her foot. I don't see what the fuss is about this egg. It just sits there and does nothing. I know, said Pip, and it's all Mama and Papa ever talk about or think about anymore. I want to forget about the eggs. Let's slide. And they did. Whoop, wee, wish. And they didn't think about the eggs again. But suddenly the sun disappeared behind a thick black cloud. A storm, squealed Pip. We must run. Hurry. We're too little, said Mary. We can't. Pip ruffled her feathers and puffed out her chest. My mama said I'm big enough to help the egg. So are you. We have to go help. Now run. They raced the cloud all the way home. As they reached the camp, frozen sleet started to fall in the cloud, stinging drops. Pip snuggled tight against her papa, helping to shield the egg. They were huddled, and there they waited and waited and waited. Finally, Mama returned. Pip's tummy growled. She was glad to eat the fish Mama had brought back for them. But then Papa had to go fishing. Storms came and went, and the eggs always had to keep warm. Pip, Mama, and Papa huddled around the egg for many weeks. Sometimes Mama left to fish, sometimes Papa, but Pip always stayed with the egg. One bright sunny day, while Mama was away fishing, chip, chip, crack. The egg is broken, Papa, Pip cried, buried her head into Papa's chest. All that work for nothing. Crack. So Pip thinks the egg is cracked and now it's not any good. Came out. Pip gasped. The egg was gone. In its place sat a beautiful penguin chick. It's a chick, Papa. Little Pip, meet your brother. At the beach, lots of penguins were squawking and talking. Pip saw a flock of penguins just back from fishing. Mama, she was home. Mama sighed with happiness. He looks just like you when you were a baby, Pip. Pip smiled. I was that small? Oh, yes, said Mama. Just that small. Pip looked at her new brother and she sang, Welcome, little chick, you lovely little chick. What a beautiful, glorious sight. Little brother, I name you Sam. You make our family just right. Little Pip looked around and saw all the other penguin families snuggling new chicks in their pebbly nest. Pip waved to Mary, and Mary waved back with a huge smile on her face. Pip smiled too. Everything seemed just right. So after all that, Pip was so excited because the egg cracked and she got a little brother named Sam. So I have a challenge for you guys to do, and it has to do with eggs. So we are going to do the egg drop challenge. So you guys want to know more about the egg drop challenge? I'm sure you do. So this is your challenge. You are going to get one egg. It has to be not a boiled egg, or like a raw cooked egg. And you are going to have to drop it, meaning you're going to put your arm out and drop your egg. But we don't want our egg to crack. So you guys have to come up with ways to keep the egg from getting cracked. So if you drop it, and it falls on the ground, it doesn't break. So you can use anything in your house, anything outside to protect your egg so it doesn't get broken. So you can use straws, you can use toilet paper, you can use tissues, you can use water, you can use bags, you can use bubble wrap. You can make whatever you want to do and whatever you want to make to protect your egg because we do not want our egg to get broken. So when we are practicing to make sure that our thing that we make doesn't, so our egg doesn't break, I suggest we do it outside because has your mom or dad or you ever dropped an egg on the floor and then what happens? Yolk and guck gets all over the place and it's really hard to pick up. So if we're going to do this, we need to do it probably outside because we don't want to get that all over our floor. So you guys have to come up with different ways, the best way that you can come up with to make it so your egg doesn't get broken. So Mrs. Hanson is going to give you an example of what you can do. Give me 1 second, I'll be right back, okay? Okay, I'm back. So for mine, I am going to show you what I would do. You guys cannot steal my idea if it works because I don't know if it works. So we're going to find out right now. So I have my raw egg, so it's not hard boiled, all yolky and gucky and yucky inside. And then I have a little sandwich bag with water. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put my egg inside of the water very gently because remember we do not want our egg to break. So I don't want to break my egg before I even do it. So I have my egg in my water. Next, I'm going to hold it right out. You don't want to do it too high because that's farther that it's going to drop and it might break. So I hope I don't break my egg, but this is just a practice one anyway. So I'm going to, and plus it's in the water, so if it does break, because I'm in the house, hopefully it doesn't bust out of the bag because Mrs. Hanson's going to have a big mess on her hands, isn't she? So I'm going to drop my egg. Don't break, don't break. And let's see. Actually worked. No way. So do not steal my idea. So I dropped my egg and my egg didn't break. So the water protected my egg from breaking. So this was my egg drop challenge and it was successful because my egg didn't break. So I want you guys to think of different ways you can protect your egg. So when you drop it, it doesn't break. You can't get a crack or anything in it. So make sure you find a really good, strong egg, and then make sure that you find some way to make it so your egg will not break when you drop it. So how you guys are going to show me that you did your egg drop challenge, I need a picture of your egg in your thing that you make. So like how I would send mine in, I would just send a picture of my egg in my bag. So that's all I need. And I need your parents to send me the picture showing what you did for your egg drop challenge with an egg that isn't broken or cracked. If you want to, you can even send me a video. That will work too. But I at least need a picture. And if you're going to send a picture, I need a picture and a video. I mean, if you're going to send a video, I'll need still a picture too because I want to be able to see what you guys did and what you built. And I want to see your egg that's not cracked. So you have all week to work on your egg drop challenge. And as soon as you're successful and have it done, you can send me a picture so I can see what you did. I can't wait to see it. Bye, guys. Have fun.